From Tadasana, inhale, take the arms overhead. Coming onto your toes, balls of the feet. Exhale, starting to bend the knees and bringing hands together, lowering into a toe stand, slowly hugging your midline in. Eyes are focused out in front of you as you come towards the earth and steady here. Shoulders balancing over the hips, hugging your midline and lifting your heart. And breathing equal inhales and exhales. Releasing the hands out in front of you to the earth. Start to walk the feet wider into a more traditional squat malasana, dropping the seat down, letting the knees splay wide as the toes are out at an angle. To assist with this posture, if the heels are lifted, you could put a towel, a blanket, or roll your mat up under the heels to help you find balance. Using that sense of support is important for comfort, for balance, and for reducing tension. Pressing the hands together, you might find that the arms could push against the thighs a little, giving you more release and allowing you to lift off of the low back as you sink the hips. Good. 2 more breaths here. The balance of lifting and sinking. Releasing the hands down. Simply come to sit on your seat and extend the legs out straight. Drawing the legs together, flex the feet. Draw the shoulders back over the hips. Let the hands come down by the seat with the fingers facing the toes for Dandasana or staff pose. We're pressing down through each sits point, the bony parts of our pelvis that touch the earth, and feeling a lift up through our pelvic floor region, all the way to the crown of our head. The shoulder blades are descending just as the hands are, as the sits points are. So we feel again that balance of lift and of grounding, of steadying and of opening, and of doing all with an ease of equal inhale and exhale. 1 more breath here. Gently releasing this posture. Start to draw the knees in towards the chest and reach for the outsides of the legs or the outsides of the feet. As we slowly lift the legs and widen them into our Lotus V-sit. There's lots of levels to this. You can stay with the legs bent. You can hold under the backs of the legs or the sides of the legs. Press down through the seat and lift the heart, and through that balance of those efforts is where we find balance in the body. It's very liberating. And if you are wobbling through this, that is the challenge, to do so with ease, with a smile, and with a return to the effort. 1 more breath. Slowly bending the legs and bringing the heels back down. We'll come on to hands and knees. Stretch those legs out in downward dog. Or making your way into child's pose for a couple of breaths. Drawing the right leg forward into the chest, we're going to place the shin on the ground in front of us. The right heel near the left hip or wrist, and the right knee near the right wrist for pigeon. If your hip is lifted off the mat, you may place a blanket, a small pillow, a towel under your seat to help you keep the hips square towards the front of the mat. Inhale, lift your heart, and exhale, slowly fold forward over your shin. You may come to support the head with your fists or your forearms. You may find that another pillow or blanket is handy here to put the forearms on. And here we find the balance of the mind and body deeply working together. Putting the mind on the breath as you send it through the body. We're making room for both comfort and discomfort to exist evenly in this posture. We are allowing both to be present and bringing perspective to the fact, to the idea that both comfort and discomfort can exist at the same time. If at any point you need re-entry into this posture mentally, you could take a deep sigh and allow that to be your permission to return without judgment and with ease. Following your next exhale, gently begin to bring awareness back to your space you're practicing in. To slide the hands back to support you, and when you're ready, using an inhale to lift the heart. Eventually using that breath to help guide your right leg back. You could come to downward dog or to child's pose. You might find some movement that really assists you in releasing this side and preparing for the next. Bringing the left foot forward as you're ready, placing the shin on the earth with the left heel close to the right hip or wrist, the left knee close to the left hand, and perhaps supporting that left side seat with your blanket or your pillow or your towel. Inhaling to lift your heart, exhaling to fold forward. As we enter this deep posture, we once again are tuning into our ability to be vulnerable and to stay calm in that vulnerability. To allow ourselves that room to let go of holding in or protecting ourselves. Making room for what can be. And doing so in a space that feels supported. Following your next exhale, start to bring awareness back to the space around you. Slowly lifting into that space as you are ready. And finding your way back into downward dog or child's pose, or perhaps even simply hands and knees or seated. As you are ready, please make your way onto your back for Shavasana. As you come onto your back, you may hug the knees in or swish the legs side to side, simply finding your own sense of preparation intuitively to rest and restore in relaxation. Stretching the legs out in front of you as you're ready, the arms beside you, palms facing up. Take time to relax the muscles of the face, to release the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the chest, the rib cage, the belly and low back, seat, legs, and feet. Let the whole body feel the balance of restoration here, of effort and of ease. You may stay here as long as you like, returning to movement slowly as you are ready.